If I asked you what is your greatest desire, what would your answer be? Would it be wealth, health, love, status? Now all the answers mentioned are good answers, but objectively speaking, wouldn't the right answer or the best answer be time? As it either covers all the answers mentioned or gives you the opportunity to create them. So going ahead with time as the answer, if you could go back in time, what choice in your life would you change? Now I don't expect one answer to be as dominant here, but I know one answer that many people will have is to be able to change their career path, with many articles also backing up this sentiment. And the problem with our choice of career is that for many of us this is based on our choice of university degree, which can either open or close many careers going forward in the short to medium term. And university degrees are not only a time commitment, but a money commitment, meaning the overall cost of going to university is extremely high, as usually a minimum of 3 years of your life will be spent there, and you're going to walk away with around $37,000 of student loan debt, which across the US totals to $1.75 trillion, which keeps growing, eating away at your finances over what I addressed before being time. So if 99% of you are going to pick the wrong career, is there a way to get out of this inevitable mess? What do you do? There is a solution, a course of action I believe everyone should take. But first off, why does it even matter? Well, our jobs take up so much time out of our lives, approximately around 90,000 hours, which is equivalent to 10.3 years of non-stop work. So it's only normal for you to want to make the right decision, because the wrong decision could lead you to a job you don't like, which you could get comfortable in. And then 30 years flash by and you wonder what really just happened, while starting to consider your retirement options, which are closely coming into play. In a situation where you didn't want to settle for less, stay comfortable, you would need to re-educate yourself with either self-study or going back to an education facility, which both require more time. So what do? Honestly, nothing. Or more precisely, do what you would normally do and don't change anything. So still do the research on topics that you're interested in. On those topics, see if they have good opportunities for you to learn and develop, but also come with good job prospects. For some of you, check if going to university or education facilities is actually required for you to get to your desired destination.
That is correct. Does everybody see how he got there?
But aside from that, nothing else. When you sit down and think about the rationale behind making a 16 or 17-year-old pick a degree based on what they perceive to be their future career aspirations, which has the potential to keep them in financial turmoil, is questionable at best. But although dated, a study conducted by the New York Federal Reserve Bank shows that only 27% of students work jobs related to their university degree, meaning that studying a degree that gives you as many opportunities as possible is a first step to an ideal solution. I use myself as an example. I went from studying mechanical engineering to working as a heat pump design engineer to finally moving over to the world of consultancy, where I work on data and business analysis projects. And I'm sure this isn't the last stop, so a change is pending, because I don't believe there's such thing as a dream job or career that stays static for the rest of your life. Seasons change, people change, so why shouldn't your career change too? When you've acquired the prerequisites, get your feet wet with that first job. Realize it sucks. Move on to the next venture. Do this until you find a home base being something you excel at and you enjoy. When this new job isn't serving you anymore, and I guarantee you at some point this will happen due to a lack of challenge or a plateau in your personal development, scale up again. Take up specialized work. Try to create a business around your knowledge. Build something that keeps you driven and raring to go indefinitely. If you remember anything from this video, be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Now I'm completely aware for some, a climb of the corporate ladder will do just that, and there's no problem with this. But for many, that just won't be enough. So with whatever camp you fall under, be aware of this, take ownership, and do the work that needs to be done. On the data analyst side of YouTube, One of the pillars for the community is Alex the Analyst, who has taught many on what he knows, including myself. He mentioned how since quitting his job and starting his own data analytics company, he feels like an entry-level analyst, which really stood out to me, as despite all the knowledge he has, he saw an opportunity to develop. Almost definitely knew it would make him feel uncomfortable, but took the leap regardless, which when successful will net him more success than he would have ever dreamed of. And examples like this follow through with some of the largest companies in the world, with people like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos having to go through times of being uncomfortable to establish and scale their businesses to become household brands. So for the people that like visuals, here's a complete roadmap to your solution. Pick your studies based on your interests and opportunities that they will bring. Land your first job to get your feet wet. Move around from job to learn what you like and also what you excel at. Learn as much as you can using certifications, different styles of projects, industries, people, overall different experiences. When you've gotten some good experience, think of ways to build a business around your knowledge, your journey, your interests. And finally, have a career and life you truly want. And although I'm still on my journey, I can assure you with this, in the medium to long term, change will be televised.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.